Hey guys, we are going to New England Fiber Festival today in Massachusetts. So I'm just waiting for my sisters and my friend to show up. We're meeting at a central location. Anyways, I'm wearing my For the Love of Rainbow shawl by Mina of the Knitting Expat. And I'm also wearing Driftwood socks, which are from her Beyond Vanilla, I think part 1 sock collection, but you can't see them. I'm not gonna like open my leg. Anyways, so while I'm waiting, I'm working on some socks for a friend. These are socks on a plane. Ooh, socks on a plane. And this is in my White Birch Fiber Arts White Walker colorway. Sorry, the sun, crazy. It's 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon. Very excited about these socks, and yeah, so I'm gonna be posting or taking some videos and hopefully putting them all together for a vlog. I've never vlogged before, so I think it'll be fun. Okay guys, see you soon. So we made it. We didn't know where we were parking. That was an event, and I can't turn my video around while I'm in it, so. And we're with Michelle and Sarah. Yay! Taking a break. Gummy bear break.
Yeah.
Fiber festival without nachos and beer and baked potatoes and beer. We need gorgeous. This can't be like, driver, you are gorgeous. So crazy. And then blowing kisses. Are you on your period? No. Women become more attractive when they're fertile. Shake your teeth. Alright. Show us your knackers. He likes the sluts. Me no likey coffee after me brush your teeth. Yeah. I have kitten breath. I have kitten breath. That's a mistake. Are you ready? Guess who's back? Back again. We need to come up with a name for you. The You're gonna keep rubbing. I have a leaky eyeball. The balls of my eyes are leaky. I got leaky balls. Uh-oh. Oh, so I heard this joke. Why does Snoop Dogg use an umbrella? For drizzle. Alright, move, babe. Move, Liz. Ooh. Jeez, I'm so big. I can't help it. You can do it. I'll just put my coffee right here. All right. Hi. I always am like, hi.
Hello.
All right, anyway. Hello.
Hello, everybody.
I will. Do you want me to? Sit down. Sit. Lizzie, sit. No, now she's barking at herself on the television set. All right, ready? Want to start over? Sure. Is somebody walking? Is that why? No, there's nothing there. That's what she's doing. She's barking at nothing.
She's just being nosy.
Pushing my...
I'm sorry.
All right. Hi.
Hello.
Welcome to the Reluctant Sisters podcast. I'm Adrienne.
I'm Amy.
And there's a third one, Sarah, who podcasts sometimes on her own. Well, it's a long story. Anyway.
I haven't been here for a while.
And I haven't been here for a while. So, long story. Anyways, we're back. We went to New England Fiber Festival in Massachusetts at, if you're from New England, or wherever, if you've heard of the Big E, at the Big E Fairgrounds. So, we bought stuff. Again, more stuff.
More things.
So, so we're going to talk about what we bought there and our slamming good time at the Fiber Festival. We also have a couple of other things, a couple of other things to talk about. So, first of all, I guess where you can find us, we have a podcast podcast group on Ravelry, the Reluctant Sisters podcast group. I know it's original title there. Anyways, also, I am on Instagram as The Reluctant Knitter, and I'm on Ravelry as just Reluctant Knitter with no E in the knitter.
And I am on everywhere as Flower Babies 3.
So easy to find. Okay, so the biggest thing that we want to talk about podcast news, because this really is like a procurements episode, haul episode from our Fiber Festival, so it's not like a regular, like we're talking about whips and stuff. But we do want to talk about a cal that we're doing that we're very, very excited about. So it's the No Knockers November cal. So this is for
Are you gonna put it up here?
Yeah. We are making knitted knockers for women who have had breast cancer and have had mastectomies.
That's knittedknockers.org is the website, and they have all the approved patterns and yarns and the places that you can send them to.
Yes.
However, if you check with your local hospital or with a friend that you know that might want some, you don't have to keep the regulations, but in order to send to this organization,
Right.
you have to have the specific yarn,
Right.
and use the approved patterns.
Yes. So there's crocheted pattern and knitted pattern. There's bottom up, top down, flat, circular, or magic loop, and DPN.
Yes. So they cover all of the areas that don't be like, oh, knitted knockers, I can't do it. There are a couple of different crochet versions. So any knockers knitted or crocheted for any place can be entered into this cal. Yes.
However, like Amy said, if you do want to send them in to knittedknockers.org, you have to use approved yarn. There's links in the thread.
Yes.
You have to use approved yarn, and you also have to send the yarn tag in with the knockers.
So since you can get multiple pairs out of a skein of yarn, the idea probably would be to knit all of your knockers and then send them all to the same place so that you don't have to worry about whether or not the tag gets sent. However, like I said, if you just check with your if your hospital is not on there and you go and talk to them, you can just knit whatever you want.
Yep. However, the recommended yarn is 100% cotton. The reason for that is these knitted knockers are for like activities like swimming or tennis or anything else, and basically the cotton is most comfortable, not hot, and it absorbs sweat and easier to clean. So cotton is recommended. But like I said, there's approved yarns if you want to send them in. If you have a friend, if you're knitting them for yourself and you donate them to a friend or for yourself or to your local, like that's totally cool too.
And through the organization, every everybody receives them at no charge.
Yes.
Whatever you send in.
If someone requests a knocker from the organization,
people are not charged
free
for them. So there you go.
And the patterns are free.
Yes, all the patterns are free.
Okay, so there will be, this is running from November 1st to November 30th. So 30 days? 30 days has September? I don't know. 30 or 31st, whatever the end of November is. And, well, I think last month had 31, so this month has 30.
They all run together.
There's going to be 2 prizes. The prizes are not yet determined. We're thinking a skein of yarn and a project bag. One prize is skein of yarn, one prize is project bag. We're thinking. However, if you are a maker or a dyer or whatever and you want to donate a prize, you know, you made a pattern, you want to donate a prize, we will obviously accept prize donations as well. So we were going to pick 2 prizes. The first prize will be a randomly selected participation prize. And the second prize will be for the person who knits the most knockers. So get your needles ready. Yeah. So we actually have some knockers that I made one pair a while ago, months ago, for a friend of mine who had a double mastectomy. She is the one who told me about this place and requested me to make them. Oh, there's also, the patterns are all different sizes from A to like
F.
A to F. So, okay, so, but then I had yarn left over, so I'm like, I'm not going to use this yarn for anything else, so I might as well knit some more knockers and send them in, and then this is kind of how we had this idea. So, I'm going to show you some knockers. Now, you can stuff them, or if you're sending them in, you can either stuff them or not stuff them.
They suggested to save on postage. If you want to stuff them first to make sure that, you know, they look correct to you, that's an option, but you don't have to send them in stuffed.
And then if you don't stuff them, then the people can stuff them to their liking if they want. And to stuff them, you just use regular fiber film. Oh, there's also 2 patterns, one with nipples and one with no nipples. So it's up to you however you want to knit them. So this is what they look like unstuffed. I have a pair. It's like a little pyramid, but it does round out when you stuff it. Yeah, so Amy has a stuffed one.
And I actually did mine without the nipple.
Yeah, this one's without the nipple as well.
So this is the...
Look how cool that is.
This is a the first bottom-up pattern.
Yeah, I did bottom-up DPNs as well.
You start here with a cast on so that you're able to stuff it, and you go all the way to the end, decreases. And it comes out very nice.
Yeah, so you did increase, and then you do like 2 purl rounds to make an edge, and then you decrease.
It's a very, very easy, quick. I did this in an hour and a half, and this is a
very quick
C cup.
I did a B.
Now, this is what I wanted to say. I started, they said with sport weight, you should use a size 4 needle. Well, I got the Premier Yarns, it's cotton and acrylic, and I used a size 3 because I'm kind of a loose knitter. Well, this was the first one I knit, and I think it ended up measuring as a D or double D.
Okay.
And I was going for a C. So I actually went down to a size 1.5, 2.5 millimeter needle, just to get that tighter gauge. So you can see that the stretch on it, this fabric ended up being a bit bigger. So it's good to test it out first. You can always take it out if you don't like the fabric.
It's such a quick knit. If you have to frog the whole thing, you're not going to feel like
But you kind of want to make sure, it depends, I guess. It doesn't really matter. Some people like squishier, but this one came out a little bit tighter fabric.
Also, you can knit any yarn. So if you look online on Ravelry, there's a pattern on Ravelry as well, so you can look at all the projects. Some people did tie-dye, some people did like natural color, and then did like a nipple color, like areola color. It's very funny. But they did say that if you're sending them in, the natural color is the most requested. But you could do whatever color you want.
And if you end up getting a little bored, they always said you can start the bottom with a fun color.
Oh, yeah.
So that this is still neutral.
Yeah.
But I ended up picking up, they do get requests for fun things. So you can do, especially for like teens, you know what I mean? They might want some fun ones every so often, because especially if they wear colorful bras, it doesn't really matter. So, but you know, how they will accept whatever you end up sending in. So your yarn.
My yarn is Cascade Yarns Ultra Pima, and it's 100% Pima cotton. And I just got this at a local-ish yarn store to me, the Yarn Basket in Branford, Connecticut. But Amy got hers at Joanne.
No, I got it at Michael's. I got
Michael's.
Premier Yarns. It's 52/48 cotton and acrylic. And I looked it up because the Michael's in Lisbon didn't have it. But on Michaels.com it'll say whether or not it's in which store. So I ended up going to Waterford. So you can always do that too, or call up your yarn store. But they do carry this.
And the recommended list of yarns is extensive.
Yes.
So I was like all nervous, and because I think I actually bought the yarn first because my friend wanted them, so it didn't really matter as long as it was cotton. And then I had all this left over, and I'm like, oh, I'll just send some in. And then I was like, oh crap, there's recommended yarns. This was on it. So it's an extensive list of yarns.
Yep.
And then I just knit these on, I did this on size 4, US size 4, which I think is that the recommended?
Yes, for this.
I don't gauge swatch, so I just did it. And I didn't measure after I stuffed them, so whatever.
No.
So just regular chow glue.
And I ended up.
Oh, did you do Magic
I did
Loop?
mine on Magic Loop, even though it was the DPN.
Yeah, I mean, you can figure it out.
It's the DPN pattern, but if you're pretty knowledgeable about patterns, you could just put stitch markers in, so you don't have to count needle rows.
So right now we just have one thread up, I think. In a little bit we'll do an FO thread.
Yes.
And once, and then when we figure out what the prize will be and stuff, we'll be able to announce that.
Yes.
So we're very excited about this. I hope you guys are all excited too, and I hope we get a lot of knockers.
Yes.
Knit those knockers, girls.
And you can put them up on Instagram with, I don't know.
Yeah, we didn't come up with a hashtag yet.
I was either hashtag flash your knitted knockers, or you can do hashtag no knockers November. I think I had already put that.
RS No Knockers November for Reluctant Sisters.
But
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
We'll edit it and put it into the.
I'll put it down here or something.
Yeah,
and we'll put it in the thread for you. So yeah, this will be really fun. I'm excited
because I'd like
about
to
it.
see all of the knockers.
Yeah. Okay, so on to New England Fiber Festival. So we went to, my sister Sarah and I, if you've already seen our Rhinebeck episodes, we went to Rhinebeck. And Amy did not come. Her husband is in the Navy, and he was about to leave for a whole month, so she took the weekend to spend with him, obviously. So, while we missed her terribly, she had a good reason for missing. And then New England Fiber Festival came around 2 weeks later, and she was text me and was like, oh hey, it's coming. I'm like, okay. I have no money. I'm all yarn shopped out. So anyway, we went, and Sarah came with us, so she'll probably have an episode where she bought stuff, and our friend Michelle came. So I took some videos too, so I'm gonna put some. You probably already saw them because I'm gonna put them in the beginning. So we're gonna talk about. I think I'll talk about mine first because Amy bought a purchase that we have to show you
at the end.
But it's gonna be till the end, so I don't just whatever. It doesn't matter. So anyway, I had 3 things on my list. I made a baby sweater for a friend of mine, and I needed buttons. And then I needed 2 skeins of yarn. I'm making a shawl for a friend and a tie, knitted tie for her husband. So those were the things on my list. We met at a central location, and when I got in the car, my sister Sarah gave me this. So this is my first procurement of the day, and I have to show it because it's divine. So this she hand spun for me, not for me. She already had it spun, but I guess at Rhinebeck, I don't really remember, but I picked up a yarn very similar to that, and I said I loved it, and she said, oh, I spun something just like it, you can have it. So I was like, okay. So this is Highland Handmades, and it was fiber, white spruce top, superwash BFL, and it was 4 ounces, and it's club. It was part of the club colorway. No. I don't know. Is Greco? Is that
that's the name.
That's the name. Greco is the color. So this is hand spun from Sarah, and I'm really, really excited about it. Let's just cover that girl's face up. I'm very excited about it. So that was my first one. So then, also she told us that our mother said she would buy us each a skein of yarn. So that was very exciting to me. Thanks, Mom. We have the best mom in the whole wide world. Okay. So I will show you my buttons, I guess. Let's just go down the line. So I got bamboo buttons by Catrickles. So these are very cute little anchors. And I got 2. I needed 6 buttons, so I had to get 2.
Katrinkles was there. Katrinkles is actually sold at my local yarn shop, Madison Wool, in Madison, Connecticut. And I bought buttons, not Katrinkles buttons. I just bought regular buttons, and then I got them home. And first of all, I bought 5 when I needed 6. And second of all, I didn't really love the way they looked. So anyway, I thought, hey, I'm there. Katrinkles is there. Might as well just look. And I bought them. So very excited about that. Then, I don't remember the order. So anyway, for my shawl that I'm knitting for a friend, I got Cozy Color Works. So this is hand-dyed superwash merino. It's 550 yards. It says 3.5 to 4.5 ounces, so I guess I'll have to measure it and see how much I have. I'm doing the, I don't remember the name of the pattern, sorry, but it's a one skein shawl, and it has a bunch of different textures in it. Maybe I'll put it down here once I figure it out and I edit. It has a bunch of different textures in the shawl, so I just thought it would be fun, you know, something not boring, fun to knit. And I asked my husband, I showed him the pattern, and I have stashed yarn, but I showed him the pattern and I said, I don't know what color to do. And he goes, in his infinite wisdom, that would look pretty in yellow. And I'm like, yeah, it would. Why do you know that? So anyway, I texted him a picture of this, and I said, what about this? And then he didn't get back to me, and then I bought it, and then he got back to me and said, I was thinking brighter yellow, and I'm like, well, you were too late. So this is in Daisy, cozycolorworks.com. So I'm excited. It's like squishy, so I think it'll be good. And it's very pretty. So I'm knitting a tie for her husband, and I'm going to use the pattern. I've already used it before, the Wedding Tie by Susan B. Anderson. It uses 1 skein of sport weight. So I wanted to pick something that kind of went a little bit with the shawl. So I actually got this. It's gray. It's a gray color. Snowmobile. Oh, that's cool. And it's Bitsy Knits Fiber Arts, bitsyknits.com. So this is a sport weight. It's 100 grams, 345 yards, and it's 100% superwash merino. So that'll be good. I'm very excited to gift these to them. I have like a while, 4 or 5 months before I see them again, so I'm very excited to do it. And then for the yarn that my mother purchased for me, she's the best, I bought White Birch Fiber Arts self-striping at Indie Untangled when we went up to Rhinebeck. I know, baby. She wants to play. Can you go get a toy? Go get a toy. And so when she said, sorry, go get a toy, babes. Go get a toy. Where's your ball? Where's your ball? So when she said that my mom would get us a skein of yarn, I was like, well, White Birch is going to be there, so I really, really want to get that. So I got this one. Nothing says screw you like a rainbow, from White Birch Fiber Arts. It's 80%, 20%, so superwash merino nylon, and it's 400 yards for 100 grams. And it's like blue sky, and then like rainbow stripe, and then blue, and then a rainbow stripe. So I'm very excited about this. I need to come up, find a good pattern, because I don't know if I want to do just vanilla. They had a couple of different patterns that they had knit sample socks from that looked really cool, so we'll see. But I'm very excited about that. And then I got, I was not going to buy them because they were not cheap. And I'm not saying this like they were too expensive, because a lot of work goes into them, so I totally get the price, but I wasn't really wanting to spend this much on these. But, so we saw this We Ones, hand sculpted fiber accessories and more. So weones.etsy.com, they're handmade clay stitch markers. And they had all kinds of different ones. They had animals and dogs and cats and chickens and food and cheese and all kinds of crazy ones. So I said, well, on the off chance, do you have any Great Danes? Yes, I do. And I'm like, you do? So I'm like, okay, they're probably going to be like the Marmaduke color or, you know, whatever. They're not going to be, no, they're the color of my Lizzie girl. So it was 4 Great Danes. So let me see if I can get, because she has 2 different, so 2 of each. So one that's like laying down. Look how cute. And then one that's sitting up. And they have their little tongues hanging out. Oh, so cute.
Also, this one has natural ears. Typically you see Great Danes with cropped ears, but my Lizzie girl, as you can see here, has natural ears, so that was very exciting. And then look at how cute this is. She hand painted paw prints on the bottom. So adorable. So I bought them. And that was it. I think that was the last of my monies. So anyway, it was good. It was a good little show. It was not huge. Didn't take terribly long. We actually did it pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But there was some really cool people there. So we saw, what's her name? Classy Squid Fiber Company was there. We saw Gabby from Once Upon a Corgi was there. So that was cool. I'd never seen her yarn in real life. They're from Connecticut. She's from Connecticut too. So that was cool. And yeah, and we met a fan. Yeah. Another fan.
I am so sorry. We totally realized when we walked away we did not get your name.
I'm sorry.
But
she had the pink hair and she was cool.
Message us in the bottom. Let us know who you are. Hello. Thank you for watching us.
Thanks for being a fan.
You're
it was
so
fun.
Sweet.
It was very fun. Okay. So Amy Lynn, would you like to?
So I also got stitch markers, but for some reason I stuck them in a project bag instead of leaving them in the bag. But I got little black chickens with white polka dots on them. Cute. Super cute. So anyway, I too received a skein of yarn from Sarah.
Oh,
it's Quackery. No, yeah, Quackery is the color. I guess this is totally me, she said. And it's so it's like a sport weight, 348 yards. It is also, it's from Fat Cat Knits. So it's superwash merino, bamboo, and nylon comb top. Isn't it pretty? It's got a little bit of shine to it.
Hi.
So I'm not sure what I'll do with this. I'll probably make a hat for Tony or something. You might like that. Or maybe some sport socks.
What about gloves? Where it's chilly. It's very chilly today. So now I'm like, oh, I need gloves. I need more hats. I need more all that stuff.
So then I went.
Summer knitting is over.
I also went to White Birch and got, it is called Strange Women Distributing Swords. And I figured that was like a thing.
Yeah, it's probably a thing.
It's also 80/20, but I looked it up and I think it's from Monty Python.
Oh, so Sean might know.
So, which is right up my alley. I haven't seen all of Monty Python, otherwise I would have known that, but I think it's hilarious. So, yeah, this is also superwash merino. It's got it's got longer bands of the tan and brown, and then little shots of the stripes of all these blues. And I love how they had all the samples knitted up.
Yeah, they had them
so
all
that you
knitted,
could see how they work out. I like
they knit just like a tube and stockinette and then put them like on a mason jar or something. So that was really, really good.
It's a good idea too for everybody who does stuff. It's simple. And then I also, it's the Scandinavian Weave and Knit.com. And then there's yarn. Okay, I'm going to spell this out. Although you can just put it. Yarnheige.com. Yeah. But she'll put it right here because I don't need to spell it out if you're going to put it there. But it's in the Red Fox. It's 80/20 merino and nylon. And this, it's 390 yards. It was only $15. And their MCN was only like 20. I couldn't believe the prices at this place. It was so cool. And so I got this because my husband's like in love with hand knit socks now. So I'm kind of buying more and more guy yarn, even though we spoke to a new LYS owner, and she said that her husband would wear bright pink socks if she knit them for him because he does not care. But yeah, so but I thought it was a really cool color, Red Fox. That was pretty cool. She was super nice, the lady that was there. I don't remember quite her name, but it was fun. And then I got some buttons. Oops. And I dropped one.
Oh, pins. Buttons.
Button. The zombie apocalypse, how will you prepare? Isn't that silly? So punny. And then definitely Yarn Hoe. I needed the Yarn Hoe button. And then there's another one and I dropped it, but it says swatches are for sissies.
Swatches are for sissies. I hate swatching, so that's why I call it sissies, because I hate it.
I'd rather just finish an object and realize it's too big and do another one. So anyway, like I was saying, well, I'll talk about this before my last purchase. Do you want me to talk about that first, Driftwood? And then we'll bring...
Yeah. Let's talk about Driftwood first.
So there's a new, well, no, not new. She's just new because she just got Instagram and stuff. And so we didn't know that she was there. So it's new to us. But it's called Driftwood Yarns and it's in Groton, Connecticut. Her name is Elizabeth and she's amazing. And her shop is beautiful and very well laid out. And there's a very wide range of prices and types of yarn. And she's very knowledgeable about things. And she has... not Knit Pro, is it Knitter's Pride that's sold here?
Yeah.
So she has those needles as well as Chagu. It's just, she's got a big variety and such an awesome shop. And her friend, Rebecca, does Fuse Fiber Studio. So both Driftwood Yarns and Fuse Fiber Studio are on Instagram as such.
Okay, shh.
This, what did I say? Rebecca. Fuse Fiber Studio. And I just recently bought this. It's called Pearls.
Perfect.
And it's her superwash single. Isn't that beautiful? And she's had quite a few, I don't know quite a few, but she's had a few, what is the name, the word I'm looking for? What's the thing where you sell a bunch of stuff?
Oh, trunk shows?
Trunk show. I don't know why.
2 words. First word sounds like... Good girl.
So anyway, they're both really, really nice. And Rebecca's popped up at, that's who was at the
She can't think of any of her words.
New England Fiber Festival.
Oh.
She came up to us and said hello.
Oh, cool.
So that was very nice to see her again.
I must not have been there at that point. Maybe
I don't think you met her at.
Was it at Katrinkles?
Yes.
Oh, okay, because I was like, who
She
is
had
that
her
person?
sons. I believe they were her sons. Otherwise, she was walking around with a group of little boys. So anyway, but it was, like I said, Driftwood Yarns and Fuse Fiber Studio. They're very nice ladies, and hopefully we can do a...
Sorry. Lizzie has to, like, put her toys in, like, little spots and then try to dig them out. She's weird.
Okay. We can possibly do, like, a quick...
Yeah, she said we could do a podcast there. So that'll be fun.
She was very excited. So, anyway.
Cool.
Hi, everybody. Okay, so we'll
all right,
probably
so we have one more purchase, so we're going to pause the video. I have to put Lizzie outside for this purchase, so we'll do that.
Okay.
Okay. Amy bought a bunny.
This is Brioche, the Angora bunny.
He is so cute. French Angora. And we love him.
Although maybe you could somebody could help me out with this. Now, the lady had on the tag, it said French giant Angora rabbit. However, I looked and there's just separate. There's German and there's French and there's giant. So I don't know can you crossbreed them? Is that something she would have done? Maybe you can put the thing down and respond on that or the show notes. But anyway, crud, that fell too.
What is it?
The thing with her name on it.
Oh.
Here, you want to hold him for a second?
Okay. Shh. He's sticking his claw, his talon.
Okay, good. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, Twisted Mysteries Angora. Jenny Atkins. I don't know what, I think your dog got blood on it, but
no, she's got puppy pimples.
But anyway, so she just has an email address or her phone number, but we can put her email maybe in the show notes or whatever. It doesn't really matter. But anyway,
where is she from?
I don't really know. 413. What's that? Anyway, but I walked in and I saw him.
Yeah, first purchase of the day.
We walked in and there was all the sheep and the llamas and alpacas, and then this lady had some bunnies, and they weren't expensive. They weren't expensive as the other ones.
I
So
know.
I said, I held them, and they were very, very sweet. And I thought to myself, I think I want one. And so I'm going to brush him when he's ready. And,
So do you want to show the fiber?
oh yeah, I've
So
already,
she's already brushed him because he had some mats and stuff.
yeah, the woman had like, she was selling 3 of them and she had 12 others at home. So they weren't as, plus he's only 7 months old. But he had some mats and I've been working through with him on that. But I've got the fiber so far, which is just so beautiful. And Sarah's gonna spin it, or we'll just sell it like as is. Brush it out and sell it. But isn't that, oh, he's so beautiful. But I was going over names and we thought a few of them were kind of funny. But at the same time I thought, he's French. And he looks like a big fluffy
Yeah.
bun. So I'm gonna call him Brioche.
Brioche the bunny.
And he's just one of the sweetest little things. He's so sweet. Is he sleeping? No. Do you want a snack?
Lizzie's losing her mind. We had to put her outside.
Do you want a snack?
But he
wanna
likes
take
to
him
be
back?
likes to be held.
He makes me nervous. I had a rabbit, and it was just a regular pet rabbit. And he did not like to be held, so I'm like freaked out about holding bunnies because
He loves to be held and he loves to be snuggled.
Snuggle, babe.
And he's working on he enjoys being brushed, but
yeah,
he's
then he gets
little
sick of
yet.
it.
He's young yet.
Yeah, 7 months. Did you say that
7
already?
months, yeah.
I might have. Oh, snuggle bun. Look how cute.
But I love him to death. And I can't wait till my husband comes home because I didn't tell him I bought him.
He doesn't know yet. Surprise! All right, so I guess, is that it? Do we
I
want to
think
talk about
so.
anything else? I guess that's it. So thank you so much for joining us. And I guess we'll see you next time. The next time we have an actual podcast.
Yeah, definitely.
All